Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 116.
116 Mario. Man, it's getting so much to say these words. You got to go back to season 1 when I was like Ocho, because that's how it started. I was like Ocho, Calle Ocho, and now it's like what's like I have to like phone a friend just to figure out what like words to say. Hi boys, how are you doing? Whiskey Wednesday.
Absolutely. Cheers.
I have Tequila Thursday.
Ooh, there you go.
See. Yeah. Not you tonight. I didn't have it last week, so you don't get it this week.
That is true. That is true. So, hey, I'm odd man out, but there's a good reason why I'm not Whiskey Wednesdaying with you boys. So, Jenners, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing okay. Kind of a rough day for us.
Yeah, our condolences.
Yeah.
To the two of you.
Yeah, Toasty and I lost a friend.
Yeah. For those of you didn't hear, young Ron Brewer. So myself and Jenners go back to radio in South Florida, the Paul and Young Ron show. Young Ron Brewer passed away 2 days ago on Wednesday. And we all found out yesterday, and it just sucks. A lot of mornings spent with that dude, a lot of laughs, some tears, some yelling, just all the emotions. And just condolences to his wife and his two beautiful kids, and that he absolutely lived for every day. And so it was just it was a rough day, but drinking one for you there, Mr. Brewer. Rest in peace, sir.
Rest in peace.
All right. So, Scoop, you watched the press conference, eh?
I did. I watched the press conference today. You believe it?
I'm shocked. It's almost, how long was the press conference? How much did you watch?
I watched the whole thing. It was about 8 minutes, I think.
That 8 minutes. Oof. Row?
A lot.
Is that the most show prep he's put into
a lot of prep
into an episode?
I wouldn't even count it as show prep, to be honest. I mean,
it wasn't that hard.
he decided to watch something on his own accord.
I had no idea it was going to be 8 minutes.
It was in between like Mackenzie's golf practice and like $1 million listing. And he just happened to have some downtime.
It was, I was like, this is today. And then I turned it on and it went, I like listening to Mario speak, and it went quickly. And I was like, oh, that's it. And then I was on to whatever I was on to next. And a lot of good stuff. I think it's a lot of good stuff. I like, he spoke about the rooms quite a bit. People that asked about the quarterback play, they asked about the wide receiver play, they asked about the running backs, they asked about the tight end room. So we can kind of touch on those. He didn't talk about defense much at all. Spoke about Ruben Bain being back. He was a little dinged up. He was back today. He was 100% full go, and he looked just like himself. They said we have to continue to challenge him in different ways, which I can imagine can be difficult at times for them. But the QB room, something I was a little bit surprised about. He said not about one, but about the other. He said Cam is everything you think he is and more, probably. Like he's the goods. He said he is performing very well. And this was my one question about Cam. Very well in the pocket. Sees the field very well, makes the right decisions, performing well. And then he did say that Reese, Puff Daddy, and Emory Williams are the two guys right on his heels.
Interesting. All right.
And I didn't know what to think about it.
Lighting the fire maybe under somebody?
I don't know. I didn't know what to think about it.
There's only been I think this was practice
11.
5. Oh, was it 11? It was 11. Okay. All right. So it was 4, I guess, since they've come back from break.
So I was a little, I'm a little thrown off by that.
Yeah. Interesting.
Tight end room. He said they are, they're dogs. Like they push each other more than anyone else pushes them. And they're pissed off about last year. And they're going to be featured much more prominently. Okay. I mean, I'm happy with the 3 guys, right? Lofton, my sleeper pick to be the offensive player of the year in the freshman class, is absolutely continues every day to make somebody go, holy shit. So we'll see. Talked about wide receivers, the young guys, Naikar, JoJo, performing very, very well. They've all run with the ones quite a bit. Ray continues to impress. He's going to be really, really special, I think. Give him this year, next year. He's that slot guy, right? Behind X. And Nye is also a slot. So that'll be interesting to see their competition here in the next couple of years.
Well, so it's an interesting comment because the portal opens up again mid-April, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you
it
get
opens
that
up after spring.
So what I'm just saying is that, I mean, if someone all of a sudden thinks that now he's suddenly 4 on the depth chart,
oh yeah,
do we suddenly see an exit out of that room with a comment like that? Is all I'm saying. I mean, if suddenly that's what it's saying,
well,
does he
I believe
stay?
that we said we would be surprised if all of them stayed after spring anyway.
I think we may have said that. One of you may have said that. Yeah.
So I'm not.
I guess it would be the most
surprised. Yeah. I'd be more surprised if it were Emory, even if Emory was 4th. If he came out and he said, Reese and Jakari are right on Cam's heels, I wouldn't think that Emory hits the portal at all. I just think he's that consummate, dedicated guy. He's going to work hard. He wants to be here. He just doesn't seem like the guy who's going to flip flop and jump around. Mm-hmm. However, neither does Jakari. Jakari's had multiple opportunities to leave and has stayed. So it's very interesting. It is really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? There was an article that our boy David Lake with the nice hair just dropped where he mentions that with Jakari, after reviewing the first, 11 practices, still plenty of development that needs to continue to happen is how it opens up.
Listen, okay. We needed him. We needed him in the worst way to who are we going to have to throw in the bowl game?
No, he stepped up, dude. He stepped up.
I tipped my cap because at that point we thought he was gone. We thought the quarterback room was going to be razor thin. We've talked about this ad nauseum. The levee's going to break eventually in a direction. Don't know where it's going. And we'll see. But yeah, the Messidor window, because people got to remember it's Akeem Messidor ended up being your best defensive player when he first came in, at least in my opinion. He was a late arrival, summer 1. So I do believe there's going to be some turnover after spring, and we all anticipate it.
Yeah, there'll be some out, and there'll definitely be some in. They're looking to get some in. Mm-hmm. I still think they're looking to get a top flight wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they went after another top flight running back too. Now that Parrish has moved on.
It's interesting because I think Scoop, when we were talking about the fact that we would think that we might lose one in the portal, I think we were also thinking that we might not, because I think we also, as the same episode said, we'd be surprised if Emory was a full go by spring. And it looks like he's been a full go.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is surprising,
pads, right?
It looks like it.
Contact.
Right.
Yeah.
But still,
that was a compound fracture. I know it wasn't his throwing arm, but
I'm surprised by the comment overall.
So was I, yeah.
Just in general.
It's a shot over the bow.
Now, he talked about the tight ends where, want to rebound after years. So I have a simple question. The non-utilization of the tight ends by the University of Miami last year and Shannon Dawson, was that next in line of being the most criminal coaching job after the failure to kneel down?
It was just, I don't know, because Elijah wasn't able to play, obviously. He was not himself. They weren't going to put him out there in a situation. He got some playing time, but it wasn't. He got a little bit of burn, very little. Right now, they say, from everyone that I've spoken to, Elijah looks like the Elijah we saw 2 years ago, but better, right? 2 years older, Elijah. And then you got Lofton, who's going to be a Swiss Army knife. He's playing running back, along with tight end, along with H-back, the kid he's the FSU kid. That guy, number 6. Look him up. No idea what his name is. Every fucking week. I have no idea what that guy's name is.
Jaheim Bell.
That guy. And it's so easy.
Say the name.
Jaheim Bell.
There you go.
Say his name, Scoop.
Say his name. It's unbelievable. I've been doing this for 6 months. I can't remember the guy's name. He's that guy. He is that guy. And then you have Riley Williams. Another year in the system. So
And hello, you have Mr. AARP. Medicare
Ninth
boy.
year.
Ninth year.
He's
Let's
just
go
not
ninth
capable,
year.
bro. I don't know. I mean,
I think it was the second biggest criminal act.
I don't disagree, but
I'm not sure he had that
maybe
much
he just didn't wanna
choice.
force. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The people said that was the biggest counter argument was like, oh, well, you're going to throw to these guys. But I'm just like, put on film, watch Boston College, get back to me. And I think it's an open shut case at that point because it was the same tight ends at a game later on in the year and they featured them more than anything. And it was the best offensive plan versus zone. We were struggling versus zone. Then Texas A&M was man dominant. And I'm like, where was this all year? Where was this all year?
But I think you got to give the fan base a little bit of a pass in him as well. The PTSD we were coming off of from his predecessor. I mean, the jump forward that we saw, and I mean, it wasn't all going to be perfect. I mean, just zeroing in on the tight end was is one of the issues. But you'd like to think that in year two. So I mean, I think the fan base is ready to give him a chance to just kind of grow into it a little bit. Look at me being fucking positive.
I did because people were like, well, where do you stand on this? Where do you stand on this? I'm like, listen, as critical as we can. I didn't want him fired. I said Shannon Dawson deserves another year.
Shannon Dawson deserves to be Shannon Dawson.
Yeah, he's got a quarterback that allows him to be Shannon Dawson.
I just want him to be Shannon. I want him to be able to run what he wants to run, when he wants to run it, and then check back with me after that.
You know what my criticism is, but it's also it's a criticism that's gonna be a positive for him this year. I don't necessarily think he could be the best version of himself without a mobile QB. I really don't. Because when you go back and you look at his numbers 2 years ago, his quarterback was a big reason why in terms of the run game.
Yeah, he ran all the time.
He ran when a play wasn't there. And he bailed Shannon out a lot. And now you have a guy who can bail you out of some mess. And I think he could be the best version of himself. So that's what I'm saying. He needs that mobile quarterback. I don't think he's the type of dude to kind of like tailor make things for a non-mobile quarterback. I just don't. He told everybody. He was very blunt, and people didn't like either take him seriously or thought he was like tongue in cheek when he sat down and he was in the film room and they were going through stuff. And he said, I'm as good as my quarterback is. Question. Mike McDaniel, smartest guy I think we know down here, Miami Dolphins head coach, offensive coordinator. His intelligence is a 10. What's Shannon Dawson's?
Offensively?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's like, I'll give him like a 7.5.
Okay.
I mean, not just based on last year, but based on his past history.
Okay.
No? Okay. Well, you're going to tear his ass down, aren't you?
No. Scooby.
I'm not giving my number.
Look at the look on Rose's face.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say
what are we walking into here?
I was going to say an 8. That was my initial thought.
So 7.5 and an 8.
But you're comparing him to McDaniel, though. I mean, maybe a 4.
Okay. Josh Gaddis is a 1.
Well, listen. I mean, with all due respect, McDaniel's number comes down if Reek isn't on the field. With all due respect,
that's yeah. I mean, you're only as good as your players too.
He tailored that offense for him.
He did. I know.
Yeah, so that's where the intelligence comes into play.
Reek gives him plus 10 coaching ability, and I think Tua minus is like -7.
So what are you giving him, Ro? What's your number?
A 5.2.
Fuck him. I knew it. I knew you were going to cut his balls off.
Yeah.
And if you listen, he's not as smart as McDaniel, but he's way better than Josh Gaddis. And so I'm just nothing screams like overly intelligent. It's just a guy that's been good. He's got experience calling plays, but it's not like when you listen to it, when he like, it's not this, wow, like you're just blown away by this overly intelligent kind of guy that like he's just in depth. He like the when have you ever heard one? Hold on. When have you heard one of his players go, wow, he's the smartest guy in the room?
Well, but hold on a second, Russ. But it sounds like what you're really saying. But what you're really saying, it sounds like you're saying he's not innovative. He's not an innovative guy. He's not coming up with. Well, but I'm just saying, you don't have to be innovative to be a great offensive coordinator and play caller. You don't have to be cutting edge. You just have to be doing what is current in be able to get a good flow of calling plays. Like you don't have to be the analytical, AI guy like McDaniel is. Like there's other good play call. I mean, Andy Reid, is Andy Reid the Mike McDaniel guy?
I give Andy Reid 9 on the intelligence factor.
Okay.
I think Mike McDaniel, when you listen to him, he's more intelligent, he's smart. But here's the thing that makes Andy Reid so much better than Mike McDaniel, even though I said one's 10 is smart, because the smartest people in the world aren't necessarily your best leaders, right? Some of the smartest people have no EQ. They have no emotional aptitude so it doesn't mean you have to be smart to be an offensive coordinator. I just don't think he's overly a smart guy. But here's where Andy Reid eclipses McDaniel. He's got experience. He has pressed.
He's got rings, bro.
He's got rings and experience, but he knows the right buttons. He knows where to adapt. He knows what to see. He's always a step ahead. And Shannon, like I said, for the better part, the offensive system kind of disappeared. I know you had a quarterback that was literally miring in quicksand, and you faced the same type of zone and kind of system over and over and over and over, and we never adapted. So it took away some come on, man, help it out a little bit better. So that's it. Listen, better than Gaddis, not as smart as McDaniel. That's where I'm at. 5-2.
That's quite a statement, bro.
It is what it is. I already know Jenner.
Really going out on a limb.
He falls in between Gaddis and McDaniel. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's like saying that noon falls between morning and night.
Now look, Lashley. I'm a big Lashley fan. You know what I felt Lashley's, and what would you say Lashley is on in terms of an intelligence scale? I'm probably a 7. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
I think Lashley's a more innovative, intelligent offensive coordinator than but hear me out though. But again, I was the thing that made Lashley, he was just super in tune and aggressive. If there was one that had an M count Jedi, it's Lashley. He always felt the game. He always could sense what was going on and had some counters to things. So if you're not smart, you better have the force. Go ahead, Toasty.
End of game management grade for Mario.
Oh my God. It's just why are we going here?
Why are we
Get the fuck out of here.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, God damn. Any other football stuff, Scoop, from the press conference you wanted to touch on?
I would like to see the list on the screen that Jenners has to choose from.
Well, first, before we get into the wheel of topics,
of all, no, not that, of all the buttons he can choose.
He's talking about all the drops and stuff that I have saved on here. Every time we add one, I just add it to this menage of.
Oh no, this is not good.
Just all this stuff is on here.
Yes. What in the world is this?
I'll always have that guy.
Yeah,
I've got his. Still got that dude up here.
That's the same dude as what
Still got all that up here.
Randolph White. That's his name.
That's right.
Oh my God,
That's right.
dude.
Randolph White.
See, I can remember Randolph White, but he can't remember G. Bell.
G. Bell.
I mean, I'll forget it next week too.
All right.
Hey, any of the football stuff you guys want to hit before we go into a little bit of basketball?
No.
All right, so we got to.
That's your update.
We got to give Coach L some credit. So after a lot of outgoings, and we also learned that what's in the freshman is going to the NBA. I forgot. Flip my mind. Whatever. Keyshawn George. There you go. But, dude, for the first time in a couple of years now, he has brought in a legitimate center, kid from Virginia Tech. Brought in a power forward from East Carolina, I believe. So you got a 6'11" and a 6'8" guy. This team hasn't had a starter over 6'7" in 2 years. It was one of the glaring holes that was exposed against UConn in the Final Four 2 years ago. It wasn't addressed this past offseason. So now you got those. So now you've got some size to go along with the kid, Jalil Bethea, the 5-star, who was the MVP of the McDonald's All-American All-Star game. So listen, L's going to have the piece. The biggest thing for this though is going to be a total portal team. Can you get those guys to mesh together so that they are playing awesome basketball by February? That's going to be the test.
You know who Coach L should reach out to? Just go ahead and talk to the guy, Coach Norvell. I mean, he just did great with a portal team. Maybe give him some portal help. Just say, hey, I had a Merc team. This is what you could do.
I saw that one of you, certainly wasn't me, retweeted a comment. I guess there's a rumor that maybe a former Miami commit Romello Height could be coming to the portal. I believe someone said it should be an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, there you go.
I said he should have tweeted that 2 days ago, and we'd all think it was an April Fool's joke.
You want him back? Do you want him to come in? So my thing is like you didn't take the DB who we kind of needed.
I don't even care.
Right, girlfriend, the girlfriend guy.
Yeah, right.
That kind of seemed like more of a position of need.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Romello,
he was kind of begging.
I don't know. I mean, he was lucky. He bailed. He went to Auburn, then he went to USC for a couple of years. I don't care.
All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Want to do wheel topic? Oh, let's talk about our friends first.
Bange. See, right over your shoulder, your right shoulder, Toasty. There's dates that the University of Miami, years, better said, you'll never forget. It's 1983, 1987, 1989, 1991, and 2001. If you don't know, that's the University of Miami's championship years. And there's another number you need to remember. And it's 981 Roof. 561-954-305. Bange. Roof. Do it. It's blue tarp season. Hey, remember that blue tarp? You know that blue tarp when I made a left and I told you? And that's a true story. It's got a complete re-roof. Complete re-roof. It's blue tarp season. And I can promise you right now, Paul Bange is on the case.
Bange.
Narc him out, man. Narc him out. Absolutely.
Paul, give me a call. Give me a call.
So it is it's beginning of April. So that means, and you guys would know, that means that we're within a month and a half of Father's Day, right?
Something like that. Sometime
just
in
saying.
June. I don't know.
Just
US
saying.
Open. So
I would recommend, you go ahead and you get like the Performance Package 5.0 now. That way you don't have to worry about any shipping delays or forgetting about it closer to Father's Day. And you want to get that little package sent over for dad. Order up now, baby. Manscaped. Use the promo code OBB, 20% off. 20.
Escaped.
Like 20, man.
20, man, like 20.
And we talk about the balls and, Scoop's about to talk about the package, which, by the way, he went like all dude love on it. Or like, he's got himself, dude, our boy BTB has got himself like a bona fide man cave on the way. Did you see that?
Yes, BTB HQ.
This thing is going to be dude perfect. I said, dude love. Cactus Jack. No,
listen,
dude perfect. He's going dude perfect on us.
Here's the problem. And if anyone that's ever been to a sports book anywhere else in the country knows that a sports book, they all pretty much look the same. It's like a stadium seating with giant wall TVs and seats, and you can make your bets right there from your seat, and you're sitting there, you get waitresses coming over bringing you drinks. Hard Rock, you're just standing at a bar, basically. And he's over it. And so he is creating the BTB HQ where his subscribers are going to be able to go watch games, hang out. There's going to be stuff to do. Like I'm guessing there'll probably be a golf simulator in there or something. Placing bets on games, like spending Sunday afternoon there away from the family and everything, and just with a bunch of degenerate gamblers. Fucking yes.
Listen, if you can't get the golf simulator, just get Golden Tee, the arcade game, and you're good. Bro, that's it. That's just
he has that in his office.
There you go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Beatingthebookie.com is where you get all the packages.
The package.
We have no golf package this week at the Valero, but next week.
Oh, it's that time. Oh, Scoop's favorite time of the year.
The Masters.
The Masters is next week. It's the best week of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it starts. Kenzie turns 13 National. On Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are already there, so I need advice. I always get advice anyway. And and then all week leading up to the Masters weekend, Masters Sunday. He has absolutely crushed the Masters the past few years. So just pay attention. That'll be coming out next week. Baseball has opened up on something like an 18-6 run to start the season. Soccer's been on a massive crusher. At Beating the Bookie, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and beatingthebookie.com is where you get your plays.
It's Wheel of Fortune time, buddy.
Bet your ads it is.
Hold on.
Jenners?
Before we go there, hold on.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
This is true.
What?
It was just brought up to me.
Oh boy.
No, it just came up to my head. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It just came up to my head.
This is good.
This is good.
Gonna go well.
So earlier today, I thought to myself, oh, the Masters is next week. I wonder if they've got a ringtone. Let me tell you something. For any golfers out there who has an iPhone, you can get the ringtone on iTunes. And I put it on my phone yesterday. And I will tell you honestly, it is the single greatest thing I've ever updated on my phone in the history of any cell phone I've ever had. Every time my phone rings, I smile. It just makes you happy. It rang yesterday once inside the house, and Steph goes, "You are so fucking weird."
See,
and I said,
I want to go back to year one. I want to go back to year one. No, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop your euphoria. I'm going to stop your smile. You remember your idea for an app? You know, the app that just like rearranges your phone every morning? I hope it fucks your ringtone, buddy.
I just called you. I didn't hear no fucking ringtone.
Because I have it turned off. Here you go. You ready?
God.
Yeah, I can't hear
I got nothing, bro. There's nothing there. Nothing happening.
That was so anticlimactic.
There's nothing. Just dead silence. There you go. Oh, there we go. I got nothing.
Price is wrong. There you go. Still can't hear it.
Got nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
nice and loud on my end.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird. Yeah.
Anyway.
Still can't hear it.
Oh my goodness.
Still can't hear it.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
But as long as you like it, as long as it's putting a smile on your face.
It's fucking spectacular.
Good, we'll take your word for it.
Every time Genders is, he fell in love with his new little clip there. Every time he says it, my finger immediately is like, "Get out of here!" Like an ump. Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Like you're tossed. Get out of here! Quit arguing balls and strikes.
All right, let's spin the wheel. What do we got, Jenners?
Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Well, I'll give you an option here. We'll land. Okay, so land on Caitlin Clark. We can do Caitlin Clark. We can do Larry David. Both are basketball topics.
Let's do whichever one. I don't give a shit. Do Caitlin Clark.
All right. So the Caitlin Clark effect. Women's college basketball ratings are the highest they've been. Monday night's Iowa-LSU game, 12.3 million viewers on ESPN, the highest rated women's basketball game in history, and the most watched basketball game on ESPN's platform to date, largely because of her. So what other athletes besides Caitlin Clark were must see? Had to watch them all the time.
I disagree with that. I disagree with largely because of her.
I think it's because of the matchup.
It's the matchup. Yeah, because if that's just her, please.
I think it's because she's playing LSU and Angel Reese, and 100%. It was kind of like,
100%. They wanted those chicks to throw down. Like, you don't think that the entire country was waiting for somebody to throw a punch? Right? I mean, seriously.
And the only thing that was missing was them dunking on 8.5 foot rims.
All right. Well,
they gotten 15 million.
So then you're saying that moving forward, the next two games, so the next game against UConn and then the championship game against South Carolina will bring in less than the 12 million?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. That's a bold take.
Possibility, yes. Let's get BTB in his new man cave to kind of discuss that one.
That'll be an interesting number to see.
Yeah, it was a matchup. It was. I mean, that was everything. It really sucks that they put them on the same side of the bracket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do you not read the room well enough?
Does she not play
somewhere else?
She plays, to me, she is like the female version of Seth Curry. Like, just the range she has, she can just get open in a phone booth. Yeah, her shot comes out like lightning quick, and she is just. And then she's got that mentality. She's got, not to diverge, but we're good at that stuff. We're good at off-ramping. So I saw a clip of Kobe, Mike, and LeBron. And Mike had just got bounced right before they started getting really good by Philly, because he could never beat Philly, right? Detroit. I'm sorry. He could never beat Detroit. And he's like, they were the better team, and you got to give your credit. They played like the better team. They were the better team. They asked Kobe. Kobe got bounced, right? I forget who bounced him. Oh, San Antonio team. He's like, we didn't do enough. We got to be better. We got to do that. When they asked LeBron when he lost his last one, we don't have enough pieces. I'm just like, bro, like, what's up with that mentality? We don't have enough complementary pieces. Like, take ownership. Anyways, but Caitlin Clark, she's a killer. She's a silent assassin. She just shoots you right under the table. It's fun to watch.
So there is, you've got Juju Watkins from USC, who's a freshman. Paige Beckers will be back next year. Can women's basketball maintain this upward trajectory when Caitlin Clark is gone next year, or does it dip back down? Like, where do you guys think it's going?
I think Paige is a special ball player too. I think you got a good one over there at UConn land. I mean, Paige is a special player too, but it's just Caitlin's thing right now. So I don't know. I think it's going to take a step back. I think Scoopy's right. It's like we just watched Georgia play Alabama in the semis, and then like Alabama got to play like Washington. The Alabama-Georgia game was going to get more ratings than the Alabama-Washington game, and I'm just throwing teams out of a hat. I think the same phenomenon is going to happen next year when you don't have Caitlin. But I think it'll be an uptick from the previous years. I think she's going to bring enough notoriety to the sport that people are going to still pay attention. I just don't think they're going to pay attention.
Yeah, it'll be better than it was a year and a half ago before she started taking off.
Yeah,
right.
Listen, it's great for women's sports. It's great for women's basketball. So yeah, I mean, listen, I remember when UConn 20 years ago, like, dude, these games had literally like 300 people in the stands. Yeah. And now you have thousands, and so it's the growth is undeniable.
Yep. Speaking of UConn, they're taking all the light poles out.
So they had a little aggressive celebrations last year. A little aggressive celebrations.
A little aggressive. That guy beat down that door like a battering ram with that thing.
I'm just glad the NCAA was able to find an airplane to get them over to Phoenix today. In the middle of the night. So that was nice of them.
So what was the other topic? Larry David.
Oh, did you see Larry David at the UConn game?
Yes.
He looked miserable. The whole game, he looked miserable.
He always looks miserable.
Right, but it's like, at what point is it? It's not the character anymore. It's just him, isn't it?
Well, he was George Costanza. George Costanza is based on Larry David, and George was always miserable. So yeah, Larry always looks miserable. I saw him once at a restaurant like 3 or 4 years ago in Chicago at a steakhouse, and he was with 5 or 6 friends, but he wasn't smiling. He wasn't frowning, but he also wasn't, smiling and laughing. And he was just kind of sitting there. Everyone else was having a good time. He was just kind of sitting there.
How do you go through life like that? I don't know.
So it's it's just your DNA. It's funny. I saw something the other day with Seinfeld, and Seinfeld was talking about how he hates family vacations, hates everything about them. Can't stand doing anything that involves all of the family being there. He said, my favorite part is complaining about the fact that I hate everything. And that's Larry David. They're the same person. That's Larry David, right? They enjoy the complaining.
Did you see the preview for the Seinfeld movie about Pop-Tarts and Kellogg? The Breakfast Wars coming on Netflix like this week or next week?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Frosted.
Yeah, like a 60s period piece of Post versus Kellogg's, I guess. Pop-Tart versus your fucking toaster strudel, I guess. Yeah.
I know what's better.
Melissa McCarthy's in it, and the cast is incredible.
The fact that he says
and it's about Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, it's about the creation of the Pop-Tart.
Toaster strudels? Have you ever eaten them?
Yes, I've eaten toaster strudels.
You put them in the toaster or the...
Yes.
Toaster
microwave.
Oven, and then you put not the microwave, and then
you gotta toast it.
You put the stuff
that's why it's called
toast.
toast.
You're telling me that warm, flaky with the drizzle is not better than cardboard with hard frosting on it?
No, a chocolate frosted Pop-Tart gets it all day.
Nuts,
bro. And the drizzle gets your fingers all sticky. Then you got to wash your hands. Like after a Pop-Tart, you don't have to wash your hands because you're all sticky.
The only flaky goodness thing right now going is empanadas. That's it. And it's National
on an empanada kick, bro.
Yeah. On Monday, it's National Empanada Day.
Oh my God.
Bro, I love it. I found like at work, like it's just outside my zone. And these little old Spanish ladies, I walk in there, nobody's speaking English. I just walk in there. They love me by now. I just come in, 4 empanadas, por favor. Con salsa picante. Gracias. And they're like, oh, good Spanish. I'm like, no, it's terrible. But the empanadas are so good. I don't know. I literally just went on a kick. And here's the funniest part about it. I've never eaten hot sauce with anything my whole entire life. I don't like hot sauce.
No
and
shit.
I can't eat it without hot sauce. And I like the hot sauce now. So weird. Anyway. All right, where were we? Spin the wheel.
Oh yeah, no. I was gonna move on to The Rock,
Oh, The Rock.
and then we get some audio of the week coming up. But you
All
see,
right.
the Rock ran into a dude at Target and signed his arm, and the dude said, "I'm gonna get this tattooed." So he went and he got the Rock bull, and he got the autograph tattooed on his arm, and he put it up on social media. And the Rock went, "All expense paid trip to WrestleMania on me. Hotel,
amazing.
tickets, airfare, the whole nine. Him and his
Stop
kid.
it.
All
That's
expenses
awesome.
paid."
Yeah,
So now-
that's amazing. That's worth the tattoo, right?
Any of you guys watch wrestling still right now? Are you paying attention to it?
You know
Paying
what's so
attention a little
funny? For the last 2 weeks, I've watched Friday Night SmackDown. Yes.
All right. So let me ask you this. So is it true? So I was reading something. I haven't been paying attention, but I know that initially Rhodes was going to be headlining Reigns against WrestleMania. And then Rock came in and bumped him. And then I guess there was a fan revolt. And now is Rhodes back in the main event for WrestleMania taking on Roman Reigns? And Rock has stepped aside. Is that what I'm reading? Is that correct?
They're having like a wrestling menage a trois because like Rock is the heel. And
Right.
they literally like, oh, what about Cody? And like he's playing the heel. He's like, what about Cody? It's Cody's story. It's so funny. He's just like, he is so disrespectful. It's amazing. And then he beat his ass after the show. You know,
I saw that.
for
I saw
that.
that. Yes, I saw that.
But yeah, no, they're having some kind of, I don't know.
And Seth Rollins is involved too, so I don't
Is
really
he?
know
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
they-
sure who's actually in the main event.
God, I can't believe this shit's still going on
Rocky's a
50 years
rental.
later.
Rocky's a rental. You know that he's just going to go ahead and do this event. And then, he's going to kind of go away again for a little bit. He's making his appearances.
Well, he's
That's-
he's on the board of directors now. Like
He is.
Yeah,
He is,
like
but it's
McMahon's
crazy. I mean,
out.
look, he hadn't been a true,
wrestler.
truly involved
No.
wrestler in 15 years. It's
Well, no,
been a
well,
really long
he
time.
has come back for like 2 and 3 month spurts.
No.
Yes, he absolutely has. He
No, he has
absolutely
not.
has. Yes, he absolutely
No,
has.
he has not.
Yes,
He's
he
been
has,
on
bro.
every show every week for the last 6 weeks.
No, I got you. No, but there has been it hasn't been. This isn't his first time back into it in 15 years.
He's
there were
come
other
back in and
moments.
out.
He has come
But
in
he
and
hasn't
out.
come. He hasn't. He's like sprinkled.
Not
in,
like this.
sprinkled
No,
out.
no, yeah, no,
Yes,
no,
yes,
not like
you're
as a
right.
full time. Correct.
You're both
yes.
right. You're both right. He has come back and he has done events and he has wrestled, like doing some things, punching and kicking. Yes, he's been active with it. But as far as the grind of the
Storyline?
WrestleMania, the storyline, no, he hasn't done this.
No.
in a
He's
long
in
time.
it.
Yes.
Like he is the storyline right
He's the
now.
he's the son, bro.
You wonder why every event is sold out and
Yeah.
all the rating numbers are double what they have been the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
He's the son.
that's what we said when we came back. Just
I'm watching
imagine
it
if he
too.
turned heel. Let's go.
I don't know. I don't really know anybody. I know a few of the wrestlers. I saw Randy Orton. I mean, it's a new cast.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
been a
not many.
minute since I watched wrestling. So I'm like, who's this dude? Who's that girl? Who's like, I have no idea what's going on, but it's fun. It's
Dude, I got
fun.
all sad like last week about it was the anniversary, I guess, of Bray Wyatt's death. I didn't realize how long he's been gone. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like I loved Bray Wyatt.
No, it's been going on a long time, and it's funny. It's cyclical too. They'll get somebody else that's just huge. They just haven't been able, even all those Guy Rhodes and everything like that. They still haven't recreated yet what Rocky was. I mean, because
Well, not
Roman
Monday
Reigns,
Night Raws, bro.
yeah,
Monday Night Wars, I'm sorry.
yeah. So
No,
They got
there
some-
hasn't been. I mean, you
The
had
90s was the shit.
and you had Reigns. Look, Reigns he's everything without the charisma.
Which is a problem in wrestling.
You think? I mean, but he's been the guy
Yes,
for
he
the last
has.
5 years, I think.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah.
But then you have Cody Rhodes, and I've got to be honest with you. I don't get it.
me neither.
I don't understand it. There is zero appealing about Cody Rhodes. Like I don't understand how he is the face of that business.
Mm-hmm. Neither do I. I don't
It's
get
really
it. Either.
weird.
Yep.
I mean, that shows you how bad they went to The Rock. They probably paid him $1 billion to this shit
And it
for
was-
2
They
months.
had to give him like an
Right.
ownership stake in the company or
Know what I
something.
mean?
Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Speaking of ownership, I saw him too in the booth for the USL. So I know that league is started
Yeah.
and everything like that. And I got to see that kickoff in action. I was like, okay, I see it
Mhm.
now. I see it now.
There you go.
So
Speaking of
hold on, I want to just share the story. I'm sorry because I went to a very, if you got, do you guys have Sicilian ovens by you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, those places are great, by the way. Get a rice ball. It's like bringing me back to Italian church with my nonna growing up. But anyways, so I see the USL on the background. Now I had this conversation with my son earlier, right? And I'm waiting to sit down at the Sicilian oven. I see the USL. We're pointing out the rock.
Is it UFL?
UFL, right?
Yeah, United Football League, yeah.
Yeah, because it combined with the XFL and the USFL, right? So I said it wrong. Well, UFL. All right. So the UFL's on TV. I see the rock. I'm like, oh, dude, he's dude. And I just had a conversation with my son. I say, son, when you get to 9th grade, you probably should play, this is my opinion, play less baseball, but just work on being faster, throw the ball about 300 feet in the air. And like, if you can bench like 225, like 5 to 10 times by the time you're like in high, you know what I'm saying? That's you kind of want to have these goals, right? Get bigger, get faster, get stronger, and you're, whatever. It's just me just thinking long-term, whatever. So he gets this look on his face. And like, I'm like, Bud, what's the matter? What's going on? He's like, Dad, I'm pretty fast. I can run. And, I think being able to throw, but I can't bench that much. Like you can see the dejection in it. I'm like, no, dude, you don't understand. You're going to get a growth spurt. You're going to get in high school. It's something you can work for. I did it by my freshman year in college. It's something you could do by like that. Like, don't worry about it, Bud. So we're there at the Sicilian oven waiting, right? Absolutely waiting. I'm looking at the rock. I just made a comment about him being big. And next thing you know, like in the middle of the waiting area, I look over at Franco and he's just doing push-ups. It's like, oh my God, I'm such a terrible father. This poor kid.
Oh my God.
He's got a complex now. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I'm doing push-ups. I'm like, yeah, we're in a restaurant. Yeah, Dad, but I missed my workout today. It's like, oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Wow.
And then I have to say, and then I was like, my daughter's like, I'll do push-ups too. And I'm like, okay, she's going to do it. No, she did 20 man-up push-ups. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, now they're competing. I was like, all right, I got a weird
Most
family.
important question of that entire story.
Go ahead.
Any of you guys know what the most important question is in the entire story?
What kind of pizza did we order? That would be an important question.
No,
should be. Should be the only question.
No, there's one more important than before getting to the pizza.
What's that?
They wash their hands.
Go wash their hands.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like Scoop's going germs with their hands on that fucking floor.
As soon as you told me, Rock,
Totally
Franco was on the floor, I was like, oh my God.
It was an outdoor seating area.
Off the floor.
It was turf. It was turf, just so you know. It was like an outdoor seating area.
Oh, turf is even worse. It holds germs.
It does.
Yeah.
It's
like Monk, that show Monk.
There you go, Monk. 100%. Yeah.
There you go.
That was a good show.
Oh, God.
All right.
Speaking of football, bro, Jetters.
What?
Did this happen? Was this in Atlanta? Or no, it was Dallas, the Rashee Rice.
Oh, the Rashee Rice was in Dallas. Yeah.
Bro, did you guys see the video?
No.
Dude.
Oh, it's bad.
So first of all, bro, so the Chiefs got a bit of an issue here. So you remember Andy Reid's son, all right, like went to jail for having a DUI and seriously hurting a young girl or whatever. So now we got Rashee Rice goes out and rents a Lamborghini.
Oh, yeah.
So he's driving the Lamborghini that was going for $1,700 a day. And his other buddy was driving his Corvette, and they're racing on the interstate. And there's video from a dashboard camera of them just taking out 6 cars. Thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt, just minor injuries. But then the 4 guys just get out of the cars and just walk away. Along the side of the highway, in the breakdown lane. Just walk away like nothing happened. We're out of here.
So much Grand Theft Auto these days. We just like bro. Real life Grand Theft Auto. Like, what are you doing? It's like, you got to stay there. You have to stay at the scene of an accident. You would think you would have that knowledge floating around your brain, but apparently not. Apparently not.
It's insane. It's insane. You guys see the video.
They had to have been partying or something.
Oh, of course.
They were all
Although, wasn't that late, though? Wasn't it?
No, but they were coming from like a family event, a barbecue with a big party. With
I thought it was like in the afternoon.
So they were probably drinking or something.
Yeah.
And just said, you know what? I'll take my chances with the hit and run.
Dude, like, oh my God. They're so lucky no one got really hurt.
Audio of the week.
Dude.
Oh, before we get to audio of the week, we have a total solar eclipse this week coming up on Monday.
We do.
All I heard right now was total eclipse of the heart. That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
But it'll be the last one visible from North America until 2044, which is why everyone's making a big deal about this.
Yeah.
I believe one member of the show is actually going
to Ohio.
Yes.
To
Road tripping. Yes, road tripping up in the SUV with the wife and a dog and a cat.
Oh, I want to kill my cat. I want to kill my cat.
Okay, there's a segue for you.
Okay, then.
All right.
Because I went in my office and I made the mistake of leaving my office door open and one of my travel bags open. Yeah. So she has this funny propensity, especially when like Tally's out of town, to just shit in a basket or like in your bag. So I was like, she did it again, didn't she? And it's the bag that I used to transport here to put all my stuff. And she totally took a shit in it. I'm like, Coco, what the hell are you doing?
Bro.
So I had to like clean it all
why doesn't she go in a box?
Because she does. She's like every cat. She knows how to go in a box. But when she gets pissed off, and it's when my daughter's not home, she gets really spiteful, and you have to like hampers, bags, you got to close them all. You got to close them all.
I got a solution.
Yeah, get rid of the cat. I know what
You can leave every door open in the house. Every bag. You don't have to worry about your cat shitting in it.
Yeah, I made the mistake.
Oh, my God.
Why are you bringing the cat to see the eclipse?
Because my wife has an unhealthy relationship with the cat. And that's just, she's not going to leave it in a kennel.
It's a cat, bro. Just leave it at home.
You get somebody to come by and feed it.
I understand. Yeah.
But what about the cat like on road trips? Is it going to like flip out?
The cat actually, we've done it before with the cat, drove up to Connecticut with the cat. Actually loves road trips. Loves sitting in the back of the car, just looking out the back window.
Like sits up on the back ledge.
What about Stella?
Yeah. Stella loves, Stella she loves car rides.
So one of my Frenchies is like, my goodness, I need to give her like some sedatives.
Oh, damn.
In the car?
Yeah, she hates the car. Cooper hates the car ride.
Really?
Yeah, the new guy, Gage, loves it. He just chills.
All you got to do is say the word car and Stella loses it. And she starts doing, jumping jacks down at the front door.
No, Coop will fight like crazy to go on your lap and hyperventilate.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, you want to see Stella pissed off, you say car and then take her to the vet.
Yeah.
The okie doke.
Oh, that is she does not appreciate that. That is talking.
So we're interested. We're interested to hear the report next week. We have to do the show. We have to do the show next Thursday night because
we do Thursday.
Because Toast is driving all day on Wednesday. But we're interested to hear the report. I'm interested to hear if you actually see it or not.
Yeah, no, because Scoop is telling me apparently this whole thing is a farce. I've also had to plan the road trip around the Final Four games just in case. So that I'd be like in a, not driving when the games are going on. So it's going to be good. So we're going to have fun for like, it's like 96-hour trip.
Nice.
Let's see some OBB people up in Ohio in the Dayton area. So there you go.
Nice.
For 5 minutes of an eclipse.
It's actually 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Well, the eclipse is like the whole process is like 3 hours. The totality is like 2.5 minutes. But hey, as you said, Jen, it's not again for fucking like until 40, 44 or whatever. And I'll probably be dead by then. So let's be honest.
Positive outlook.
Just saying.
I like
What year are we in? That's 20 years from now.
It's 20 years from now, bro. Yeah. Like that's, right around the life expectancy for a male. Well, not a little bit less.
Ooh, early 70s, huh?
Yeah, get up to the early 70s. Yeah.
That sucks.
Isn't it brutal?
Suck,
right?
Bro.
That is fucking rough.
Like we are on the back half.
Yeah, dude. Like young Ron was 69 or 68.
68 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal. That's like too young.
Yeah.
When I was 20, that was old. When I'm now, no, that's too fucking young.
It's too young.
You're within striking distance.
Fuck you, Jenners. I know. I'm fully aware. Cheers, bitches. Jesus.
Yeah, we're on the back nine, boys. We're not on the front nine.
No, we're not. We've made the turn. We've made the turn.
We've made the turn.
We've made the turn. There's not a lot of daylight left.
Sad as fuck.
Let's turn this thing back to fun.
Do your job.
Great.
Before we do 5 questions, audio of the week.
Oh, this is awesome.
I don't know how do you guys feel about April Fool's jokes?
I don't like them.
I think they're dumb, but whatever.
Yeah, more or less, they often disappoint. They're pretty stupid. However, this girl knows her mom is a character, and she put a sign on the back of their car that said, "Beep at my mom and flip her off. April Fool's prank." The mom had no idea the sign was on the car. So they're driving, and she's kind of slyly holding the phone and filming her mother as all of these people are just driving by for no reason, beeping at her and flipping her off. And the mom just kind of doesn't know how to control herself with it.
That guy just gave me the goddamn finger. What did I do wrong, jerk ass? What the Christ? That's about the fourth person already.
That's so weird.
Jesus God. The hell?
Why is everyone honking?
I have no idea. Goof, I'll fucking honk at him. Fuck you. How about that? How about that, goof face? The fuck did I do?
It's so,
Idiot.
It's so weird.
What the hell? Oh my God, another guy. What the frig is going on today? Honest to God. Okay, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Yeah, goof. What the Christ did I do? I'm going the speed limit. Go around me then. Yeah, jerk. Go around. Honest to God. Hey, I'm getting all nerved out here today. I can't believe this. That's about the 10th person. There goes somebody else. You gotta be damn well kidding me. Fuck off, lady. Fuck off. What the Christ? Honest to God. Another one.
What the heck?
That person is crazy. Why is everybody honking at me? It's Bizarro Day. I gotta get home. Maybe the world's ending and we don't know it. Maybe something's going on and they're trying to tell us. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm going home. That's it. Forget it. Forget it.
I love that lady.
They caused her to quit on the day.
Quit the day.
Like, fuck
Quit
this.
the day.
The world is about to end.
How about that, goof face?
How about that, goof face?
How about that?
mean,
Oh,
she seems like a frantic fucking mess,
Oh yeah.
right?
Which is why I think the daughter pulled the trick on her.
she's like a nervous
my-
squirrel.
Oh my God. And it sounds like they sped up the audio. I know they didn't.
Oh, they did.
But that's
yeah.
like,
Oh, it goes
holy
on, by the
shit.
way, for like 3 minutes. I just gave you about a minute of it.
That was
It
native
goes on
to
for
me.
3
I
minutes.
grew up with that.
Oh,
That is native tongue.
She's off
Listen,
the rocker.
I'm
though.
giving
What
the
Christ?
daughter all the credit. The daughter all the credit. Like, you know your mom well, and you pulled that off. Like, that was phenomenal.
really good.
And props to all the neighbors for playing along.
Sure.
Everyone in that community for playing along with the daughter's April Fool's and flicking off her mom. Good job.
Quit the day.
How about that, goof face?
That was awesome. Quit the day. I'm going home.
What the
Fuck
frig?
it.
These people are out of their mind.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Are you ready for 5 questions?
That was good.
Fuck yes, that was
Is
good.
anybody ever really ready?
No.
5 questions.
What is a real example of a crime that doesn't harm anyone?
Putting down fraudulent things on your bank loan applications.
Whoa, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, inflating your real estate assets so you can get better loan conditions hurts nobody.
Yeah, especially when they got people that are paid to figure out like exactly what to do their own
Yeah.
research.
There you go.
How much is your home worth? 1.8. Oh, we got
$30 billion.
Yeah. Is jaywalking actually like a crime? I mean, it's like you're just
you get a
as long
ticket.
as you get across the street. Yeah, as long as you get across the street where you need to go and you didn't get killed, it's the ultimate game of Frogger. Like you just need to do it. So
When is the
I don't
last
think
time
you deserve
anyone's gotten a
ticket.
ticket for jaywalking? Let's be
I don't
honest.
know.
How long has it
I
been?
don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's technically, that's a crime. It's a real example of a crime. You get ticketed for it, and it doesn't harm anyone.
Now hold on. Now, if you come in from your shift as a cop and you tell your sergeant or your major, whoever's in charge, your lieutenant, hey man, how many tickets are right? Well, I got 5 speeding tickets and I got a jaywalking. Well, you're mocked for that, right? Like they mock you for that,
No,
right? Like,
I don't
No,
know.
they,
Come on.
they
But
probably
it's
make a statue.
Yeah.
Bro, we haven't
had a
jaywalker in 11 years.
Yeah. Boy of the month.
Oh shit.
All right.
All right.
What do you got? What do you got, Jenner? Scoopy's still thinking.
Isn't
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't lying on
It's-
your resume supposed to be? I don't know if that's
It's
a
not a crime.
I don't think
Not
that's
crime.
a binding legal document.
I
Yeah.
guess not.
It's not a crime.
That's the best I got.
It's just they'll just shame you if they find out and then they publicize it and you're like an academic.
I would say opening the door on a in-flight aircraft.
There you go. There you
What's wrong with
go.
that? What if I want to just parachute?
Okay, DB Cooper.
Okay.
I'm still fascinated by that.
Right?
Never found
Question
that fucking guy.
number 2. You're given immortality, but at the cost it sends you back 3,000 years. Would you accept?
Hell no. It'd take me 3,000 years to get back to this bullshit.
But with a whole different crew of people.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do in like those
What are you
3,000
gonna
years?
And what are you going to do 3,000 years ago? Yeah, like you're dealing with
Well, here's
cavemen
the
and
thing.
everything.
Here's the thing. You don't have to do anything.
Well, hold on. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You're going back 3,000 years.
Yep.
Not going to have your phone anymore. You're not going to have now you have to live like a cave person because that's the technology.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that.
But you get to see everything progress.
Hey, listen, Toast. Let's just stop it. You went back 3,000 years ago. You could say the word caveman. Nobody's going to be offended by it. I
True.
promise.
You said cave person, didn't you?
Did I say cave person?
You did.
Wow, look, I am so inherently woke.
That is fucking disgraceful.
You're back
That is
3,000 years.
disgraceful.
That is disgraceful.
You can say a lot more things back then.
like that.
I mean, listen, I will say this. Imagine the wealth you could acquire over 3,000. Like you'd own the world by the time it's 2024.
Bro, you know that would be
matter.
the
You can do
greatest thing.
anything. You're not going to die.
You go
Yeah.
back to the 1980s and you literally go to this guy and you're like, listen, I got this $100 bill. I need you to do me a favor. You're going to invest in this company called Apple. Okay. It just came out today. Put this $100 in there and check back on it in about 20 years. Okay. Have a good day. Just do random things. Hey, you might not want to go on the bus today. Oh, hell yeah. I would do it. I'd be
What is that
Nostradamus.
movie? What is the movie series with the guy that lives forever and they're
Quantum Leap.
no, and they always say around like middle age, like in their 30s or 40s. But there can be only one.
I don't know.
Highlander?
Highlander.
Oh, you got to cut off their head though.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
Yes,
live
that was-
forever.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
what it is?
I'm sorry. What,
Oh,
what the fuck are you guys talking about?
That's my bad.
Greetings,
Highlander.
Highlander. Yeah, it was Sean Connery.
There can be only one. Yeah.
Greetings, Highlander. And remember, things on this boat don't react well to bullets. Yeah, of course.
A
Of
little hard
course.
for Red October. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
There we go. One
Scoopy
ping,
said
Michelle.
no.
One
What about
ping.
What about you? What about you, Jenners? You going back
Oh,
3,000 years?
I'm
No.
tired now.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
No, yeah.
I'm exhausted now. I don't want 3,000 more years. I'm good.
No.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be just 3,000
Yeah, before like another, until humanity's over, the world ends.
until the world blew up.
Mm-hmm. Would that even kill you?
No.
Would that kill you? Or then you just float around in space and fly around like a superhero?
Like Space
When's
Mary
the,
Poppins.
when's the world blowing up?
It seems like
When is
around
that
the corner.
meteor coming? There's that big meteor coming in 29.
Well, I think the apocalypse. I think the eclipse is going to kill everyone here on Monday.
Could be.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
They're
some
not
sort
aligned.
of cult that
They're not
believes
aligned
that.
properly. I'm just
I'm
telling
sure
you.
there's a cult that believes that's going to happen on Monday. That the end of the world's happening because of the eclipse.
Well, the end of their world's happening on Monday.
Mhm.
I got vacation days to use.
There you go, baby.
I need to empty out my sick bank. Question number 3. What's something that can mess up your life after only one time?
A
Ketamine.
felony.
A felony. All right, which felony?
What did you say, Scoop?
Ketamine.
You got K-bombed.
I mean, K2 seems like it's not a very good idea.
Which felony? I don't know. Anything that's like over I don't know, 10 years.
I got you. What's something that can mess up your life after only one time? Jenners.
Yeah, I'm kind of in line with the ketamine. I was thinking fentanyl.
Oh.
Same shit.
One time.
Mhm.
No,
I don't know. Is it what's ketamine's worse, right?
I think
Ketamine-
fentanyl's worse.
Well, it depends.
Fentanyl's like the littlest bit can kill you.
Yeah, because it's just how much ketamine is a
But
horse
apparently it's
tranquilizer.
I mean,
wildly
they do.
addictive.
Yeah, they do ketamine therapy. So there's got to be a safe dosage.
Yeah, we carry both of those drugs, by the way.
Mhm.
Both of those medications, we give them, I don't want to say how routinely, but we give them enough. We'll just leave it at that.
Bro, if I wanted to start microdosing on acid, could you help me out?
Yeah, sure. I know pharmacology shortcuts.
All right, nice.
And on the back of the truck.
Drop a 0 minus 1. That's how many drips. I got you. How much you want to give? Just a little.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean the crime one that just makes you make one little crime a passion, but I'll just put it to you this way. I mean, What could mess up your life after one time? I don't know. One night stand.
I was going to say anytime without a rubber.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I could have. I mean, think of how different your life could have been so many years ago. Right? Because we're all fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah. Dodging bullets.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway,
All right.
moving on.
On that note,
Question 4. What prevents men, speaking on that concept, what prevents men who don't want to have children from pursuing vasectomies as a permanent contraceptive option?
I don't know.
I don't know, Ro. Tell us.
I didn't pick this question. I'm moving on. I'm going to mulligan this one because this is okay. Question 4. What is the most basic
No,
thing?
hold on a second.
How do you?
No,
You saw that question. You answered and you asked it.
You-
No, we were going to respond that way.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
You need to go ahead and tell us what the actual root cause or root reason was that you were so afraid to get snipped.
It was a deep-rooted issue based on the fact that, like, you don't know what the future is going to hold, and you just never know.
Bro, you're
I'll leave it there.
45 fucking years old.
What, are you going to try to pop one out at 70 because like something
You
awful
just-
happened?
No, I work
You
with.
just never know. You're 40 fucking
Right.
5, 6.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Act your
just
age,
never know.
bro.
You just
You never know why.
Never know.
Like
just never know.
what?
Yeah. Go back to Braxton Berrios. He was on my side. He was Team Rowe from the jump. Go back to that. Go back to that. Nope.
He was 21.
And I'm definitely
Yeah.
afraid of needles. And you're going to a very sensitive spot where I'm definitely
It's
afraid of needles.
outpatient. The out of patient prescription is a bag of frozen peas on your junk for 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
So it
They
was
do
really,
a March
it was
Madness
really,
special for it,
hold on.
bro.
It
They
was-
actually
it-
run that.
it rooted back to you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know what might
And I
happen.
don't like needles. You never know what could happen. And
All
it's-
right.
listen, it was earlier, so why wasn't I doing it before? Because that's why.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You never know
No,
what
I
life
don't.
could go down a bad road. You know, you never know.
And you need
Anyways.
your sperm for that
Well, what happens if you're trying to start a new family?
at 45.
I wasn't 45 at the time. It was 35, 28, 32, 34. Like,
No, when
never
you
know
got
what's gonna
snipped, how
happen.
old were you?
You got snipped 2 years ago.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
43.
But
You
up
were
until that
45
point,
when
Well,
you got snipped, bro.
yeah,
Oh.
But up until that point, that's what I was saying. That's what was keeping me from crossing that line.
And what what convinced you didn't have to worry about that anymore? Was it the wife or just you
Yeah,
got around it?
Yeah, I just eventually you just got to take the plunge because you're 45 years old, apparently.
Because you're 45 years old. One day, Scoopy looked in the mirror and saw wrinkles. I'm like, well, you know.
Well, you know, fuck it, cut him off.
Al Pacino had a kid at 80. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
up, Cheddars.
He did,
Jesus
he did.
Christ. Oh, my God. He's going to get a reverse now.
He's
Man,
not. That's
the
not his sperm.
segues into these questions that really wasn't for because it was just to me.
Okay.
But what do you wish you can experience again for the first time?
Oh, wow. First time.
Ooh. Man,
I
that's
don't-
a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
of
I mean, do we want to
a lot.
get dirty or?
No, there's a lot. I think there's a
lot.
lot of like first times that I'd like to
Yeah.
experience.
Listen, dude, like those first couple, that magic in the air at the Counting Crows concert with my wife, when we just kind of like that was the night we like fell in love. Like, you know, like you never experienced that again. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Jones and me.
Yeah. Mr. fucking Jones. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's
Sunrise
what it was.
Amphitheater, Sunrise Music.
I was up
You
at Coral Sky.
Hey, now
Uh-huh.
listen. Does it not, when you hear that song, Mr. Jones, I want to surpass his gas? Is that not what he says? What is he saying? Because it
That's
sounds
my
like
wife. I'm not real big with lyrics.
because it says everybody wants to pass gas. I mean, he sounds like Bobcat Goldthwait when he talks.
He does. He does. He does.
Mike.
They put on a good show.
Yeah, they do.
Whatever.
And talk about,
Right.
writing some songs that lasted forever and made your ass rich as hell. Jesus.
Yeah.
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 Mr. Jones.
He's doing a new
Mr.
album, I think.
Jones.
Are they really? There you go. All right.
It's everybody want to pass as cats.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Even
go.
worse. Even worse. Everybody passes gas. No, it's everybody wants to pass as cats. What?
We all want to be big stars, but we got different reasons for that.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ro hates it now because of the other word cats in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
My
kill
cat's
cats.
just shit in my bag.
Shit in the bag.
Yeah.
That sounds like an cat owner problem.
Spiteful. She's spiteful. All right. So Scoopy, what do you want to experience again for the first time?
I was gonna say a concert too, but it's like really kind of. I would say, no, I don't know because there's not really specific. Like the first time where we had a real big show, to where like really meant something.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That like to be able to do that again. I don't. Is it not now? Is it knowing what you know now, going back and experiencing, or is it just having that experience again?
Just having that experience. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty. That was pretty dope.
For me, it's high school. I just want to go back and play football and be a quarterback one more time, but not because I'm playing the game. It never meant anything. What meant the world to me was looking up and seeing my family that I miss so much. My grandmothers, my aunts. I've lost so many people. I would do anything just to go back, just to look. They would just like be flicking me off in Italian, and it was just the best thing in the world. And I knew we were going to have some poor ass food at TGI Fridays on Broward Boulevard as soon as that game was done. But I would do anything just to see them again.
Jenners?
Yeah, mine was probably when I was first starting in radio. The first time I got on the air and got a big laugh at everybody.
There you go.
That was one of those moments where it's like that's the only thing you ever want is to be sort of accepted in the room, and then you have that moment where everyone laughs and you're just like,
oh, nice.
I did it.
Yep. Good shit.
Yeah.
Final question, question 5. How worried are you that AI will take over the world?
Oh, yeah. No,
I mean, it's inevitable. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Miles Bennett Dyson.
It took over most of the show during football season. I mean, come on.
Get your shit together. Holy shit, that's good.
Bench.
Canes.
The fuck have they been? Where have they been?
Oh, they've just been on hiatus, man.
Yeah, it's only during football season.
Can't we bring them back? Let's go. Oh, my God. Where are these fuckers at? Get them out of hibernation.
We'll break them out next week.
There you go. A little off-season AI.
Yeah,
we need an off-season AI.
Spring game update.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think this whole AI thing, I'm just realizing to me, I think it's been around a lot longer than people think. Like, I think when there's certain markets where they've been tapped into AI for so long so they can kind of see the variables before something else can see the variables. I'm like, I think there's entities that have been working with it. Like you're going to tell me the United States military hasn't had like high grade artificial intelligence now that they've been working with for years and years and years and years and years and years. I don't buy it. So I think, yeah, is it going to take over the world one day? Sure. Probably already has. We just don't even know it.
Listen, was it like in the last couple of weeks, Elon Musk said that at some point in the future, everyone is going to get a universal income because AI will be doing all the jobs. He said you're going to have to pay people something because AI will be doing all the jobs better than people could do them.
Like,
excellent.
Like Neuralink, right? Like they literally had a
Did you see that dude playing like in a wheelchair? Like
he
I'm
just
telling you, it's amazing shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, that's it, right? That's 5 questions. That's done.
5.
We're done. We're over.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we name this thing?
Oh, let's see. I've got 8 minutes of show prep. Say his name, which I like. Between Gaddis and McDaniel. It just came up to my head. Random thing. Push-ups in the Sicilian oven.
I like that.
There's a segue for you. And I wrote down, how about that goof face?
What do you think, boys?
I like say his name.
All right, I'll go with that. That'll work.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Pretty funny.
Say his name.
Say his name.
Nice.
All right.
All right, good shit, man. Then we will see you guys. So we got the scrimmage is Saturday, right? So we'll recap that for you guys next week.
And spring game is next weekend.
There you go. We'll recap the scrimmage, preview this game.
I got to be honest with you, they need to plan that a little bit better.
Bro, it's turned into a booster event. That's basically what it is.
Weekend, dude.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, they're not.
Come on.
Yeah.
My eye, dude.
Is it even going to be on TV? ACC Network going to show it?
I think so.
I hope so.
I think
500 people can go.
We're going to be their flagship university when everybody else leaves. They better start giving us some love. Calls too.
Oh, yeah. Just on that note, ACC had a nice court battle victory against FSU. So that whole suit now is going to have to be heard in North Carolina court, not Florida court. So that was a huge win for the ACC today. So, bad news for FSU.
And the hits keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
Keep taking those L's.
Give us our 500 million, bitch. Then you can leave. Then you can leave.
Yeah.
All right. As always, go Canes.
Go! Bange.